Welcome to the Spy Collection. Here is Anastasios, and since this week marks our 6th anniversary, we'll be sharing a personal, short little story associated with our today's artifact for the special occasion, just like we did last year for the 5th anniversary. So our today's artifact is this challenge coin. Most people don't know that large private companies have dedicated teams to provide intelligence for a wide variety of topics. That could range from threats to employees, partners, cyber threats, geopolitical risks that can affect the business, collaboration with law enforcement and intelligence services to conduct joint operations, and many other things. And this coin comes from such a team, specifically a part of Uber that collaborates with government law enforcement and intelligence agencies, but we won't go into any more detail on that. Again, most companies of that size have similar teams. And here's another lesser-known fact about people working in such teams. These people are heavily targeted. Basically, the security and intel folks of private companies could get serious threats for theirs and their family lives, depending on what they are working on. For instance, you can check online to see what was happening in Mexico between Uber drivers and taxi drivers. And you can imagine how something like that will put Uber security team to the crosshairs of the same groups. But regardless, here's the challenge coin. It came to a collection from a collaboration with Uber many years ago in an inconspicuous building somewhere in Washington, D.C., that unless you knew about it, you would have never guessed it was an Uber's security office. But actually, this Bloomberg article gives way more insights from someone that was part of this team, as well as this challenge coin. The officers, department heads for cybersecurity teams across the Netherlands, meet monthly to discuss approaches to thwart cybercrime. Then, the Uber law enforcement team, which handles inquiries into crimes ranging from robberies to human trafficking, is spread out across 4 offices, the biggest of which is in Amsterdam. Calls come in from every country where Uber has a presence, and the teams reach out to police contacts when there is a crisis. On June 3, 2017, during the terrorist attack on London Bridge, the company established a geofence around the area to prevent further pickups, limiting the ways a potential suspect could flee. Uber also assisted during the February 14, 2018, Parkland High School shooting in Florida, alerting the Broward County Sheriff's Office that the alleged shooter had taken an Uber to the school. Uber was very cooperative and responded quickly to our detectives' needs by providing information that quickly furthered the investigation, a sheriff's office spokeswoman wrote in an email. And we'll close with this, referring to the interviewee, Nick Palethorpe, former British Scotland Yard, that was working at Uber's law enforcement team at the time of the interview. His presentation finished, Palethorpe opened his backpack and took out a bag of challenge coins, which military and law enforcement members share as a sign of camaraderie. "I've now got coins from around the world," he said, as detectives scooped up the Uber coins. A burnished nickel about the size of $0.50, the coins have the black Uber logo on the front and a Latin motto on the back. Ad efficium relationes ubique, which translates loosely to building relationships everywhere. So that Bloomberg article shared probably way more than what we could share, and hopefully get you a better idea of this lesser-known, wider security and intelligence domain. And in case you wonder why Uber, a private commercial company, would like to have those discreet, hidden in plain sight facilities with no big signs, no impressive entrances, nothing, it's again more common than people realize. No organization, whether it's private or public, wants to deal with violent or aggressive individuals, so it's quite common for companies, and public sector organizations of course, to have their big fancy, fully branded sites, but also several more discreet ones scattered around where people can work safely and without drawing a target anytime they enter or they exit the building. Especially important for those working in security and intelligence organizations. And sorry for not being able to go into more details, but we hope this was still useful and informative, shedding light into another aspect of the spy world that isn't usually talked about, despite its noticeable impact in modern societies. Another evidence why nothing is as it seems.